Hey, Chuck here from Amish, PA. A while back, I did a Ford Maverick gas mileage video comparing the electronic gas mileage to actually filling the tank, running it, then filling it back up and checking it that way. A company reached out to me, Muslogy, Muslogy, and asked me if I would be willing to review one of their center console safes or center console lock boxes. And I've always wanted one of these. I have this truck here, the Maverick, and I also have a Silverado. Neither of them have a safe. And being a holder of a concealed carry license, there are certain places that you just cannot go into carrying your weapon. And the other day I went into the county courthouse, and you obviously can't carry a weapon into there. So I didn't have a place to stow my gun while I was in there. I could have left it in the truck, put it in the glove box, but still, that takes, smash a window, open up the glove box, that takes a few, 30 seconds or so. And I didn't want to do that. So I didn't even carry the gun that day because I knew I didn't have a safe place to put it as I went into the courthouse. Since that company reached out, though, I decided to go ahead and acquire this safe. They sent it to me free. I'll put that right up front for a review. And this would be just a ticket for somebody that needs a safe area to put a weapon in or cash or something, just temporarily. I would never recommend you leave a gun in your vehicle or a lot of cash in your vehicle, because even a lockbox, a safe that goes in your center console, is not safe. This gives a good option for a quick temporary stow of something that's valuable, dangerous to leave out. But this console, you can see my hand here. It's about 6 inches by 8. It's about 6 by 8. And it's probably 10 inches deep. So they make a safe or a lockbox that doesn't just slide into here. The sides slide in and then the top attaches to the sides. Go on outside now. We'll unbox it, take a look at it, see if it's good quality. I'll leave a link in the description below. This came shipped within another box. So this box is within a box. So let's go ahead and get this unpacked. All right, I brought the pieces into the garage here out of the glare of the sun. And let's go through and give you a first impression. This is pretty heavy steel. I would guess this is close to 1/8 inch thick steel. It's all pebble coated. Nice round edges. The sides that go into the console itself, same steel. Nice round edges, nothing sharp. Give you a look at that. Here's the other one here. Here's the installation kit. I got a couple keys, 4 self-tapping screws, 4 acorn nuts, a little wrench, a little stubby screwdriver to get down inside the tiny little console. Okay. Let's just run through these. It says I'm supposed to have 8 pieces of self-tapping screws. I only got 4. I'll have to run out to my shop and get 4 more of those if I need them. Before installation, ensure all accessories are included. Set the password with the lid door open. Do not close the door of the safe vault during password setup. Okay, I'll do that off video. How do you install this? You install brackets and top panel. Place the left and right side brackets into the armrest box. Position the top panel over the brackets, aligning the screw areas with the reserved holes in the brackets. That would be these things right here. That's the top of the bracket. And here's the small screws that are sticking out here. They're right part of the item. Secure the top panel with the lid open. Install the hex acorn nuts onto the screw areas on the panel. Use the hex socket driver to tighten the hex acorn screws. Be careful not to over tighten them. Attach the side bracket. Using the punch needle, pierce holes through the reserved holes on the left and right side brackets into the side of the console box. That would be these holes here. Utilize a Phillips screwdriver to secure the screws into the pierced holes. Avoid over tightening to prevent damage to the console box. Yeah, you're only screwing into plastic, so be careful with that. Yeah, you don't want to strip those holes out because there's not going to be too much room to start new holes. You have to go ahead and get bigger screws. All right, so let's go ahead and set my safe combination. I'll do that off camera. All right, setting the code was quite easy. You have a little lever over here. You flip that lever up. You're supposed to keep this open when you're doing this, but I got it closed now just for purposes here to show you. You flip this lever up, set your code, flip it down, and your code is set. So 1950 is not my code, so it won't open. And it says if you ever forget your code, you have two keys. You have a key or two keys, and you put the key in and you turn these dials one by one, and it'll stop at your code. So that you turn this one, turn this one, turn this one till they all stop, and that's your code. Then after the passwords are recovered, turn the key counterclockwise 180 degrees. So it'll teach you your code using the key. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take this to the truck. Let's get this installed. All right, I just dry fitted the 3 parts. This fits really nice. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it was going to fit in here as perfectly as it did. But here's the cover, the locking part. The 2 sides. Now when you put the sides in, just make sure that it's facing you in the driver's seat, unless you want it facing the other way. But this is facing me right here in the driver's seat, because this does fit in the other way. It'll just be backwards. Okay. So let's go ahead now and put those screws in. Now those screws go in the front and they don't go into the side. They go into the front and the back of this thing. And I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and I'll put my top on last. Because there's really no play in here. If I put them in tight just like that and take my top, it sits right on. Then I just have to put those acorn nuts underneath. Open this up and pop them in up from underneath. There's a piece of felt in there down in the bottom of this console, and it does, and you can remove that felt. I'm going to see if I have to remove that felt. If this closes with that felt in there, yep, I'm going to leave the felt. Okay, it gives you a nice soft bottom. Okay. Take this punch and punch through the plastic. That's all it's doing. You're just putting sides on and putting your top on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and poke those holes and see how easy that is. Not a lot of room in here to move around, that's for sure. Got to hold the bottom against. I'm just poking a hole there. At least I'm in a box that if I lose the screw, I can't go anywhere. The other day I was putting on my bug deflector on the front, and one of the screws went right down in the engine. Okay, this is screwing right in nice and easy. You gotta put a little pressure on the screwdriver, keep it going. Don't want to over tighten that. That's good and snug right there. Let me just push that over, make sure she's in the right spot. Get down there with my pick. That pick is very sharp, be careful with that. And I hope this goes as easy as the other one, because this one's left-handed. You know, using a screwdriver with your left hand is not easy. There. Yeah, I think I'm going to run to the shop and get myself a couple more screws. Okay, I went to the shop and I picked up two different choices here. I have a larger diameter one that's about the same length as the other ones, and I have the same diameter but shorter in length. I think I'm going to go with the shorter in length ones, because I think those are going to bite into the metal if I don't get those holes exactly centered. I could just run to the hardware store and get the same length. Yeah, but looks like these are doing just fine. Yep. Oh, and they're snugging up good too. Just don't over snug them. Here we go, all installed. This is a nice fit. Look her up here in the corners where the flashlight's showing. Right there. Everything's nice fitted in here. Okay. Last thing we got to do is put the top on. Put the acorn nuts on, of course. All right, got the top open. Now I just got to reach underneath there and put those acorn screws on. Get her seated. There we go. She's good and seated. The hardest part of this is the Maverick is a small vehicle, and I feel like I'm bent into a pretzel in here trying to get this stuff done. Okay. And no way was I going to put this top on before I put those sides in, because there's not enough room in here for that, I don't think. It's all by feel. Hey, I got it started. There we go. It's not difficult putting this together, it's just the tightness of the spaces. I like to put one in my Silverado. That's like a cavern. Okay, she's totally installed. I'll go ahead and put my code in there. There it is. There's the inside. Yeah, she's good and sturdy in there. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm definitely recommending this. It's good heavy steel with a nice finish on it. It installs easily. The only installation problems you have are going to be because it's cramped. And if you have bigger hands, my hands are kind of small and it was still kind of cramped in that little console. But I'm impressed with it. Looks nice in there. Everything works well. I'll leave a link down below so you can check these out yourself on Amazon. I think I'm going to go ahead and get myself one for my Silverado now, because this is pretty nice. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.